Where did you get those wellies?
Off the man in the sight office. Don't you remember the little man with the limp? Oh, Bob, look. The damp course.
How could I ever forget?
And a week later...
the main drainage. My house. You know, I can't get used to saying that. Have you seen my house? Why don't you all come round to my house? We could meet at my house. I'm thinking of selling my house.
Oh, come on, we haven't moved in yet. Anyway, it's our house.
I know, Pet. Our house. Chez nous.
Oh, Bob. I can't wait to move in. Well, what's on those other slides, love?
Well, I don't think it's any more the house. I just think they're all a mixture of everything.
Are you happy? I mean, really, really happy?
I'm fantastically happy.
I am. Oh, I know it's silly, but sometimes it worries me I'm so happy. I keep expecting something to come along and spoil it.
Daft thing. What could possibly do that?
You did that on purpose?
No, I didn't, darling. I just picked one out at random.
Now, some jokes I can understand, like electrocuting people, or putting a piranha in their bath. But suddenly, just like that, producing him, I mean, it's not funny.
Thelma, I just picked it out. It was just like a lucky dip.
Oh.
A lucky dip. Or an unlucky dip. It could have been anything. It could have been your sister's wedding, or my first bicycle, or us caravanning in East Links. It just happened to be the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just the shock. He's always been there, you know, Bob. A nagging doubt haunting me.
Love, dearest. It isn't as if he's even a friend of mine anymore. He hasn't written to me, spoken to me in over 4 years, not a whisper. Even when he came home on leave 2 Christmases ago, he didn't bother to look me up. Even though my mother sent him a racing calendar. I mean, I hardly know Terry Collier now. Oh. I know what's the matter with you.
What?
You're upset 'cause I'm going to London.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'm on business, not a big last fling. I'm only a cheap day return.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go and make you some tea and cheese and biscuits. It was just seeing that.
My laddie wants some chocolate.
Rabbits don't eat chocolate. They eat lettuce, carrots, stuff like that. They are vegetarians.
Mine doesn't.
Look, I think Rabbit would like a little lie down. He's not feeling too well, but with the train ride and all that chocolate and you swinging him round like that by his left ear-hole. Let's put him up here, shall we? In his little hammock.
He wants some chocolate.
No, he doesn't. You are wrong and I am right. Bunny is in his bunk, kipping furiously, dreaming of bunny girls and doesn't wish to be disturbed until he gets to Paddington.
Thanks ever so much. Did they play up?
No, not at all. I've got away with kids.
I'm grateful. Are you in the services?
Was. I'm on terminal leave. Finished. Done it all. 5 years.
Did you enjoy it?
Apart from this, yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I never talk about it.
So,
Well, please, you want to know.
do you live in London?
No, just passing through, getting the train up north tonight. A few hours to kill.
Oh, well, you'd be more than welcome to come back with me. Get your feet up for the day if you want.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, why not? You'd like my husband. He was a Marine.
Yes, well, it's very kind of you, but I've only got the day, you see, so I should really see relatives. That's it. Must spend the day with the family.
Any spare seats? Oh, sorry. Was that your foot?
It's all right, I've got another.
What's up with the lights?
Power failure. Typical.
Would you believe it? The jet age. High-speed gas. Intercity makes the going great.
Typical of this country.
No, I mean, there'll be no eating on either. Is any eat your side?
Oh.
Sorry again.
It was me knee that time.
Sorry, mate.
How far are you going?
Newcastle.
Well, for God's sake, sit down. We'll all be black and blue by the time we get there.
Are you from up that way?
Near there. Haven't been back for ages. Just come out of the army.
Oh, I. Enjoy it.
Got a lot out of it. Got a lot out of it.
I nearly went in once.
Could have done a lot worse.
Actually, there's a funny story attached to it. See, I had this mate. Well, my best mate, you know. Very close. Anyway, a few years back, I decided it might be a good idea to join the services, you know, get away for a bit. See something of the world, so I signed on. But when I went away, this mate of mine, he couldn't take it. He went to pieces. I suppose it was like losing your right arm. So he signs on just to be with me. Only you'll never guess. He gets in, and I get discharged, flat feet. I'm free again, and he's in for 3 years. I can still see the look on his face. I still laugh when I think about it. I mean, it's a sad story in a way, because he hasn't spoken to me like since, you know. But when you're telling a story, I mean, when you're telling someone else, you've got to see the funny side. You've got to laugh.
You bastard.
Terry.
You rotten bastard.
Oh.
You've got to laugh, haven't you? You've got to see the funny side. You've got to laugh at the fact that your best mate missed the most important years of his life. It is a joke.
I'm very sorry, Terry.
Sorry? What does that mean? That's what you said 2 minutes ago when you stepped on me foot. I'm sorry you're supposed to wipe the slate clean.
Look, we tried to buy you out. Honestly, as soon as I got back to the factory, I organised a whip round. We just couldn't raise enough funds.
What do you mean? What about me going away whip round? There was no shortage of funds for that.
Aye, I know. Well, that was for your going away. We couldn't seem to raise the same amount of support for you coming back.
I suppose you had to laugh at that as well.
No, I don't mean it's funny, ha-ha. I mean, well, it's ironical, if you like.
Oh, yes, it's ironical. It's ironical that when this country goes through a social transformation, I'm not here to see it. It's ironical that everybody over here is having the best time they've ever had since the Roaring '20s. I'm stuck in a Nissan hut in BFPO 14. I missed it all. Swinging Britain was just hearsay to me. Something I read about in the overseas edition of the Daily Mail. The death of censorship, the new morality, oh, Calcutta topless waitresses and see-through knickers.
They never caught on. Topless waitresses.
Well, that's a crumb of comfort. At least I'd like to have been here to see them not catching on. Permissive society, I missed it all. I'll get back and it's Malcolm Muggeridge, Lord Longford and the Jesus Revolution.
Well, it wasn't all that much.
It has to be better than Munchen Gladbach.
Where?
Exactly. Munchen Gladbach.
Where's that?
Munchen Gladbach is the West Hartlepool of West Germany. You get the picture?
Look, Terry, what happened, happened. I didn't want it to happen. I didn't engineer it. It wasn't all part of a grand plan. It wasn't a conspiracy. It was kismet. Fate. Like Doris Day said, que sera, sera.
I can't stand Doris Day.
Oh, all right, Terry, so you don't believe me. Just ask yourself one question. Could I have forged flat feet? And would I, in all seriousness, want my own 2 feet to be flat?
I suppose not.
Thank you. Not that I suppose it means anything at all to you. I was very upset. I missed you.
Did you?
Well, we all did. Me and the lads in the factory spent 2 months and 50 plain postcards trying to get your request on two-way family favourites.
Oh, I never heard it.
Well, don't blame me, mate. Take it up with Michael Aspel.
What was the request?
Doris Day singing Que Sera, Sera.
I can't stand Doris Day.
Well, I wasn't to know that, was I? Not having heard from you. I wasn't to know what your musical tastes were. You could have been into the Pink Floyd or the Foden Works Brass Band. You're looking very well.
I am. Fit. Well, apart from this,
What's up with your leg?
I never talk about it.
Oh.
Well, how have you been then?
Fine, I can't complain.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
I had my appendix out 2 years ago.
Oh.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings?
Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Good lad.
Oh, for God's sake, man, there's no need for all that.
I'm sorry, I always was a bit
Yeah.
emotional. I'll be all right. Oh. I think this is yours.
Eh? Oh, cheers.
You haven't altered much.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. You don't look a day older.
No? You do.
Do I? Well, most people don't think so.
That's probably because you put a bit of weight on.
I haven't. I've been very careful about my diet.
Put a bit on down here.
Really?
You've certainly put some on up there.
Yes, well, most people have nowadays, haven't they? People say it suits me like this. I've been told I look like Killing Nastasi.
Who?
Nastasi, the tennis player, Wimbledon.
Tennis.
I like tennis. I've joined the Rockcliffe Club.
God preserve us.
I saw your mother the other day. She looked very well.
All right.
Not to speak to, like, just through the car window.
Through the what?
The car window.
What car window?
My car window.
You've got a car?
I haven't just got the window.
But you can't drive.
Of course I can drive. I've been driving for ages, man. My second car, this is.
What happened to the first?
Too small.
Yeah, well, obviously, now I'm back, one of the first things I'll have to do is get myself a car.
Got a license, then?
Well, not exactly. I mean, only one can't, will it? I mean, driving tanks and such, I mean, it's not the same.
Of course, you've been away 5 years, haven't you?
Yeah?
But you only signed on for 3 to begin with.
Yeah.
So you must have signed on for an extra 2.
Yes, I suppose I did, if you
So
put
it
it like
can't
that.
have been all that bad. You must have enjoyed it a bit.
Well, I suppose, looking back, in retrospect, overall, by and large, it was a rewarding experience. There was enough good things to compensate for the bad.
Do you want to sit down, mate?
Do you know, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Mind you, it gave me a chance to see the world. Some fantastic places.
Like Mönchengladbach?
Well, that was only a part of it. I mean, I wasn't in Germany all the time. I've been around, man. I've seen it all. Places the ordinary bloke would never get a chance to go to.
Like where?
Well, Malta, for one. Now, there's a place. I could tell you some things about Malta.
That's fantastic. I was there last year, 2 weeks. I quite liked it. Where else have you been?
Yeah, well, I mean, Malta's not all that much cut, really, is it? I mean, anybody can get there nowadays. No, I spent most of my time in Cyprus.
Famagusta?
Yes?
In those kind of medieval barracks near the port?
Yes, why?
We were in that new luxury hotel just beyond there. 7th floor with a balcony. We could look right down on your quadrangle.
Parade ground.
I'm surprised they didn't include you in the brochure. On a clear day, you can see Corporal Collier. It looked a desperate place, though.
Well, I only worked there, man. Every weekend I was off all over the place. I once spent a week's leave in Tunis.
That's incredible. We were there. This year, smashing hotel, 2 pools, French cuisine.
I was then posted to the Gobi Desert. How funny we didn't run across each other there.
No, but it's a small world, isn't it? When you think, while I've been sitting in my luxury hotels on my balcony sipping martinis, you've just been an olive stone's throw away in some dusty old barracks swilling naffy beer.
Swilling never. You're living in the dark ages, man. You've no idea what today's army's like. It's all technical and sophisticated. Water skiing in Hong Kong and growing your hair longer.
Please fill in the coupon for free colour brochure.
Oh, look, stop taking the mick. All I'm saying is I don't regret it. I learned a lot.
Well, I'm glad, man. Of course I'm glad. I mean, it makes me feel a whole lot better, doesn't it? Nice to know you owe it all to my flat feet.
Aye, well, let's drink to them, shall we?
Cheers.
So what's Paul been going on then while I've been away?
Oh, well, I don't know where to begin. I told you about my appendix, didn't I? Yeah. Well, obviously a fantastic amount's happened. A fantastic amount. Let me think. Let me see. We've got BBC Two now.
We had that before I left.
Did we? Yeah, how time flies. What's been happening? What's happened? All right, Cluffy's retired and bought a newsagent's.
Has he?
A newsagent and tobacconist, matter of fact.
Really?
Aye, I was in there only the other day to buy a birthday card for Mrs. Morris.
How fantastic. And that's it, is it? That's a brief summary of what I've missed in the last 5 years. Those are the recorded highlights, are they? Cluffy's bought a news agency and Mrs. Morris has had a birthday.
Come on, Terry, man. Obviously a lot more than that's happened. I just can't pick things out at random. You'd be surprised the changes there's been. If you kept in touch.
Yeah, well, I meant to, Bob. I mean, that first Christmas when I came home on leave, I fully intended to come round and see and patch things up. And my mum told me you'd got engaged to Thelma Chambers, so, you know...
You never liked Thelma, did you?
Well, of course I did. That's got nothing to do with it. It was just realising that nothing was going to be the same again. You can't turn the clock back. I just felt out of place. Nothing to do with Thelma. I admire her. I always have.
We broke it off just after that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I'm sorry, Bob. To be perfectly honest, that is a load off my mind. I mean, I can say it now because you are me mate, and if you're gonna get married, but not to Thelma Chambers. You can do better than that. I never could understand what you saw in her. By God, she didn't half give herself some airs, that one. She was so stuck up, she thought her backside was a perfume factory. What's the matter?
I am marrying Thelma Chambers in 6 weeks' time.
Well, you just said...
We made it up again. Oh, please don't bother to apologise. What does I'm sorry mean? You can't turn back the clock. It is obvious, Terry, that you and I have got very little in common. It amazes me that we ever did have. I wish you the very best of luck in the future, and please give my regards to your mother and father.
Same again, mate. No, hang on, I'll have a short scotch. Where does this train stop next, Doncaster?
All right.
Yeah, well, if I get off there, I suppose I can get the next train back to London. Never go back. I sacrificed the best 5 years of my life for that fella. And now he tells me he's getting married.
Don't worry, sailor. There's plenty more pebbles on the beach.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I suppose you're just going to let me sleep on. I suppose that was your childish way of getting your own back. Just going to let me wake up in Edinburgh. We might have exchanged a few harsh words, but a little tap on the window wouldn't have hurt.
I didn't think there was any point in waking you up to tell you that I was getting off at Doncaster.
You met who? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. That photo was no accident. It was an act of God. An omen. And you're trapped with him in Doncaster? Oh, well, I mean, this is it, isn't it? I mean, this is the point of no return, the moment of truth. I hope you realise, Bob, the next half hour could be a landmark in your life.
Any spare seats?
Free country.
I expect you feel the cold after the med. Why? Why? Why did you get off here?
I thought it might be the one place Bob Ferris hadn't been to.
No, seriously.
It's like you said, Bob, you can't turn the clock back.
Oh, you said that, mate. You said it first.
Well, whoever, it's true, that's the point. Apart from me folks, there's nothing for me back home. It's a long time, 5 years. Let's face it, there'll have been more changes than Cluffy's newsagent's bound to be. I'm not the same person I used to be, neither are you. I mean, it was simple enough in them days. It was birds, booze, and the dance hall. Now it's the wife and tennis clubs and scampy supper dances and holidays in Malta. All me mates will have settled down now with mortgages and children, saving up their Green Shield stamps for a new set of hot glasses. I'll be like a square peg in a round what's it. When I was first in the army, I used to think, when I get back. And then I started thinking, when I get back, what? Can't expect everything to have been kept in a deep freeze since I've left. I envy you in a way. You've got your girl, you've got your second car. Good luck.
I'm very sorry, Terry.
Aye, so am I.
It's funny. Since we met, we seem to have done nothing but apologise to each other.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry about that.
What? Aye, well. What will you do then?
Well, I've always thought I should try down south. London, you know, place to be, isn't it?
Aye, well, the permissive society's still going on down there, much more than up our way.
I might just catch the tail end. I caught a glimpse of it today in Soho. Not much cop.
Where?
Oh, some strip club.
Dear me. I spent most of the day around the galleries.
I was just killing time.
Which club was it?
Knave of Arts, I think it was called.
The one with the Maltese girl and the boa constrictor?
How do you know?
I must have passed it on my way to the Tate.
Is that why you went to London today, to look at paintings and things?
No, I want to get Thelma a wedding present. Something special. Bond Street.
What is it?
It's a barometer.
It's a bit big, isn't it? You'll have a hell of a job trying to stick that in her mouth.
You hang it on the wall. It tells you what the weather is.
You've only got to look out of the window to see what the weather is.
Well, she's always wanted one.
I bet her temperature will go up when you tell her you met me.
Already told her. I rang her up a few minutes ago. She was meeting me at the station.
What did she say?
She said this was my moment of truth.
People do not have moments of truth in station waiting rooms.
She said for a long time now, the threat of your return has cast a giant shadow over her entire future happiness.
She's very poetic, isn't she?
She's assistant librarian.
Mind you, I can appreciate her panic. That phone call must have put the wind right up her kilt. I bet when she's in that barrier to meet your train, she'll only be 50% certain that you'll be on it.
Get stuck.
Well, she won't believe all this, man, us sitting here. She'll see us in Doncaster's Latin Quarter, being seen to by a pair of West Indian models to the strains of Begin the Begin.
She knows me better than that. Trust. Probably a word you don't understand. What exists between two people who are going to get married means not having to worry what the other one's up to. Not having to care. Not having to be afraid. Not having doubts. Besides, Doncaster hasn't got a Latin Quarter. Has it? Sure you won't change your mind, Terry, and come on home. After all, it is your home.
No, my mind's made up, certain as you are. I can manage in London, once I get used to their beer. Anyway, for your sake, I'm best out of it. I don't want to cast my wiry shadow over your happiness.
So this is it, then?
Aye. I'll see you in another 5 years.
I expect Cloughie will have a chain of shops by then.
Aye.
I say so long, then.
So long.
God bless.
Cheers.
Bob? You've got a surprise for me.
Hello, Thelma.